everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We are live here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center for GoLocal Prov. I am your host, Laura Afonso. If you're hungry, you're going to want to check out what our guests have in store for us today. My first guest, Oscar, thank you so much for joining me today.
Definitely, no problem.
Awesome. We're so excited to have you here representing the Black Sheep. If you haven't been to the Black Sheep, it is a relatively new pub and restaurant right here in downtown Providence on Westminster Street, and they are really rocking. They have been getting a very warm reception. But Oscar, tell me a little bit about yourself, your background in the restaurant industry, and how you really got started up.
Sure, yeah. I started back in high school. I was working at Cafe Nuovo with Dimitri over there. Started out bussing tables, worked my way up to a server. I was there for like 6 years.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. And just
so
got
fine dining. Where you started,
yeah. Then I was over the fine dining. Went and worked with Dean Scanlon over in Patuxent Village at Latitude, which is now Revolution.
Oh, okay.
Did that for 5-6 years, and then moved out to New Orleans for a few years and did
Southern cooking.
Oh yeah, never worked in the kitchen, always front of house.
Gotcha.
So I was working at a seafood restaurant out there, and then did overnight bartending at a cool little industry bar.
And what's overnight bartending?
So yeah, I worked Thursday through Monday, went in at 10 o'clock at night, and got out at 8 in the morning.
That is quite a shift.
Yeah, no,
oh
it was,
my gosh.
It was we were never slow. It was always busy.
Yeah.
So all like service industry people. Was located right next to the casino in the middle of all these major hotels.
Right.
Big restaurants. So.
Lots of hustle and bustle, lots of
yeah,
fun.
all regulars. It was awesome, definitely.
Yeah, and then you brought yourself back to Providence?
Yeah, came back in 2014. Opened up Brass Monkey over on Allen's Ave with a couple of friends. Did that in August of 2014. Been there now for 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a popular one.
Yeah, man, a lot of fun.
Everyone loves it over there. It's a good time.
For sure.
Yes.
And then Black Sheep, May of last year.
Of last year, okay.
So
you just kind of had your first birthday.
Yep, definitely.
It's been really great. Everyone has a lot of fun there. The food is good. The drinks are good. The atmosphere is always a buzz.
Yeah.
It's really great. And if you haven't checked it out, my favorite part about it is all the artwork of Providence on the wall.
Yeah.
Who did the artwork?
Yeah, so my buddy Jimmy Rachel's over at Overspray Studio.
Cool.
I've been knowing Jimmy since we were kids, and when we opened that up, I knew that I had to get him involved. He did a mural for us over at Brass. So when we went downtown, we were like, man, you gotta make it happen. And
right.
He that did a great job over there.
He came through, yeah. He did a beautiful job. It's nice to see all the different historic pieces of Providence up on the wall. It's awesome.
Yeah, his pieces will always be there, but like the vision for the rest of the boards was just to tap into all the local artists that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Rizzy right up the street.
Might as well use that, utilize it, yeah.
So if we could, if we had a piece that we can keep up there for, a few months or whatever, just to kind of get people out there.
A nice rotation, and be able to expose your customers to different local artists. It's always great when, restaurants are able to kind of cross-connect with people in that way, especially artists. So that's really great. Now, the space came out beautiful. Did you have like a vision when you were remodeling? You guys did a lot of work in there. Yeah, so we can't take all the credit for it. The owners of the building, they knew what they wanted to do with their building. So they did the windows for us, updated all the HVAC. Nice.
We finally got our awnings in, so the corner is looking that much better.
Yeah, outdoor al fresco seating.
Yeah, so we gotta just have to work on some lighting on the outside.
Okay.
And but the inside, we redid the bar, painted all the HVAC bright red.
Yeah. Cool lighting. I think that the vibe in there is just like very like down city, like fun, laid back, for a good time. Yeah,
definitely.
Yes.
We picture like coming down Westminster, and you have all those running lights down the street.
Yeah.
Kind of what we wanted to do with the inside.
Right. It's a good reflection of that. Awesome. But aside from having a good vibe, you guys also have great food. So tell me a little bit about what you brought me today and what the rest of your menu is looking like.
Yeah, so when we started off, we wanted to have like a bunch of affordable options at a reasonable price point. And the menu is just too big. So we shrunk it down recently. Still have to update the website. But now it's like from 3 pages to 1 page. And it's just like our best-selling items.
Yeah, most
comfort,
popular.
all recognizable, approachable, affordable food.
That's great.
So we got some loaded fries over there with pulled pork, slaw, Carolina barbecue sauce.
Yum. Do you guys do the pulled pork in-house?
Yeah, it's slow cooked. Our own.
The best, nice and tender.
Yeah, our own little dry rub that we make in-house.
Cool.
Let that go for a few hours. That's what you get over there.
I'd like to have pulled pork on all of my French fries.
On everything,
Going forward, if it doesn't have pulled pork on it, it's just not good enough.
Yeah.
I need to have it. And that Carolina barbecue sauce looks nice and tangy.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what do we have over here?
That's our new grilled cheese. We've got pesto, goat cheese, cheddar. We grill the tomatoes, butter, finished with honey.
Yum.
Tater tots, you know?
I honestly love goat cheese and grilled cheese. I think it's such an underrated cheese to put in between 2 pieces of bread because it has that, like, you know, very strong taste, especially when you mash it with some honey. It kind of balances it out.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh. So I would think I'd really like this one, especially with the pesto. It's your own take on a grilled cheese.
And when you talk about pulled pork on everything, I think pesto.
Pesto on everything. You can't go wrong, especially if you've got tomato in there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, killer. And I love that you guys offer tater tots as a side. French fries are great, but like I said, I want them with pulled pork. So, you know, if I'm going to have French fries on the side, I'll have the tater tots.
Yep.
Awesome. And then over here, some mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. We've got our own house little secret cheese sauce that we started off with.
Okay.
And then you got cheese curds in there, so when you kind of bite into it and you pull away, those cheese curds are just
nice and melty.
Yeah.
I've never really seen that done before. Yeah. Cheese curds in mac and cheese sounds like an excellent idea.
Some
extra
cheddar,
cheesy.
Parmesan.
Yeah.
Panko crust. We do brisket. Cut it thin, flat top. Finish it off on top of the mac and cheese, a little barbecue sauce.
Yeah, because you know people love bacon mac and cheese and pulled pork mac and cheese, but brisket right on top, nice and tender, nice and juicy.
Yeah.
Add some extra flavor to the dishes.
And with the mac and cheese, you can kind of do anything with it. So if you want to do you can do your pulled pork over the mac and cheese. You can do any different types of chicken.
Yeah.
You could do some seafood over it.
Nice.
You know, whatever you want to do.
Customizable mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah. Well, what I think I really love about Black Sheep is that, you know, it's for everyone. It's very inclusive. So whether you're a young professional working in downtown in, you know, one of the financial buildings, or you're a student at JWU down the street, or just about anyone, everyone is welcome. It's a good time. It's good vibes.
Definitely.
What does the bar have going on?
So Marco Mesa, who's one of my partners, he's in control of the bar.
Okay.
I mean, most people know what him and his brother Joaquin have done over at Rancho Grande.
Yes.
So he's got a seasonal cocktail menu that's coming out within the next week, I believe. All like in-season fruits that he's bringing in, and he's making syrups, juices in-house. Yeah, so I mean, I haven't had the chance to try anything yet, so I really can't speak on it. But Marco's a beast, so I'm not even worried about what he's got going on.
He's gonna whip something up, and it's gonna be golden.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Awesome. Well, I think that it goes a long way when you're making your own simple syrups and you're making your own juices, rather than just getting something that's coming straight out of a can or a bottle. You're infusing things in house. It's that much better. It allows you to get more creative and really come up with some awesome fall cocktails, which I can't wait to try. Yes. But other than that, you guys have a lot of fun. I feel like that's always something that's going on. People always have fun when they come to Black Sheep. You have the bar, you've got the food, but you also have a little room in the back that has some fun activities that you can do. Can you tell me a little bit about what you've got going on?
Yeah, so we started off having a little arcade room in the back, and it's too permanent. We needed the back room for event space and larger parties that just took up too much room inside the dining room. So we got rid of the machines. They're actually over at Revival Brewery with Sean Larkin.
Yeah.
So Sean's taking good care of them for us. And
so if I want to play ping pong, I'll go over there.
Yeah. So in exchange, I get to go taste all his good.
That's a pretty fair trade. Yeah. Nice.
But now there's we put a ping pong table back there.
Great.
We've got giant Jenga. We've got Connect 4. We bring cornhole out on the sidewalk. So
awesome.
yeah.
So there's a lot of fun activities you can do with your friends. It's not just, you know, going and sitting somewhere. You get up out of your seat. You're throwing the beanbags in the cornhole. You're playing Jenga. It's always a good time. It always keeps the energy high, which I think that, you know, is definitely noticeable there. But in addition to that, you guys are kind of known for like being a party destination when there's something going on. I know that for PVD Fest, everyone was just raving about the block party that you guys did. You know, it was killer. So do you guys have anything like that coming up?
Yeah, so we've got a big Halloween party planned on Saturday the 27th.
Okay.
Our buddies over at Bad Taste are helping us kind of co-host that party.
Yeah.
We've got a friend, Andre, who's fighting out in Canada for a UFC event.
Oh, wow.
So local fighter out of Woonsocket. So we're going to have a good crowd just for that. And then bringing in some DJs for outside. We shut it down from Black Sheep to Coal Fire Pizza.
Okay.
The Coal Fire Pizza crew's getting involved.
Nice.
Their new place, Barnaby's, which isn't open yet.
Yep, right next door.
They're going to be batching out some of their cocktails that I think that are going on their new menu.
That's
so
super exciting.
We're excited to work with them.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in Providence, and I feel like that corner was kind of flat, nothing going on. It kind of, you know, the reputation over there wasn't too hot, and I know the neighbors were a little nervous of us going inside there, but if anything, we're just trying to brighten up the corner.
You're livening it up
definitely.
quite a bit.
You know, Providence is doing a lot of cool stuff, and we just want to be a part of that and kind of show people what we can do over there as well.
Yeah, well, you're being great contributors to the fun stuff that's happening on Westminster Street. And
like
it's nice that you can, you know, work with the local businesses, your neighbors, to bring it together. Everyone can have a good time. It doesn't get out of control. It's well maintained and controlled. So
and you'll always see one of the owners there. Myself, Marco. You got Chris, who also owns Popo Loco.
Okay.
We're always there, making sure
everyone's behaving.
Everyone's behaving, and you know, things running smoothly for sure.
Right. Another one of your events that I absolutely adore is the brunch that you guys run.
Yeah.
90s brunch. And if you haven't seen it, check it out on Instagram. You can probably see all the fun things that they do. But cereal bar, 90s cartoons, like what a nostalgic memory that we all have of like being in our jammies on a Sunday morning, eating cereal like Fruit Loops and Captain Crunch, and watching Rugrats or, you know, Rocko's Modern Life. And like now that you're an adult, you can actually do that in an adult environment and have a Bloody Mary with that.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. So are you guys still doing that?
Yeah, we do that once a month.
Yeah.
I kind of remember growing up, going to my grandmother's house and her making us little Mickey Mouse silver dollar pancakes.
Yes.
So we're doing Wu-Tang pancakes.
So good.
Like you said, we got the cereal bar, but we also have like the scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage,
the whole spread,
fresh fruit, all your classic, you know, cereals.
Yes.
We got them all.
What's your favorite?
I've always been an Apple Jacks guy.
Apple Jacks. Drinking the cinnamony milk at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best part.
And I'm a peanut butter fanatic, so like Reese's Pieces.
You're having Reese's for breakfast.
I went home. I had Reese's Pieces cereal for dinner
lunch and
last
dinner.
night.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But yeah, that's another you know, monthly thing that we run with Long over at Bad Taste. But also we do a drag brunch once a month as well, and that's a lot of fun.
That's always a ton of fun. That's a lively crowd. They definitely keep the energy high.
But the drag brunch that fills up. So I mean,
is that something you need to make a reservation for?
Yeah, we recommend doing setting up a reservation, and I believe there's 2 seatings for the drag brunch.
Okay.
I think we've got one coming up this weekend, and I think we're holding off on the cartoon brunch this month just because of the Halloween party that we're
you guys have got enough going on.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't need to add that to your plate for sure. So can people call the restaurant for reservations for drag brunch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call the restaurant. You can hit us up on the social media on Facebook or Instagram. Slide in our DM and see what we can do for you.
That's great. Where can our viewers find you on Instagram so they can keep up to date with everything that you've got going on?
Yep, Black Sheep RI.
Black Sheep RI.
For Instagram, and just Black Sheep Providence on Facebook.
Awesome. Well, make sure that you all go online, check them out, see what's coming up, because like I said, they've always got something fun going on. Check out the awesome menu and their new fall drinks coming up.
Definitely.
But thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
I really appreciate it, but don't go anywhere because we have our next guest, Cow, coming right up. Thanks for tuning back in. We are still live here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. And my second guest, V, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So you are kind of like this new food truck sensation that hit the streets of Providence recently.
Very recently,
yes. Brand new, called GoLocal. And we're just so excited to be having you in Providence because there's not quite anything like what you're serving that has hit Rhode Island yet.
No.
No.
We're the very first in Rhode Island to have this bubble waffle.
The bubble waffle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
And before we really get into it, I want to hear a little bit about yourself and your own background and how you became to open GoLocal.
So I am a Rhode Island resident.
Okay, so you're a local.
Here.
Yes.
Yeah. And I went to school in Rhode Island, and I one day decided that I wanted to open up a food truck.
Yeah.
And so here I am.
And here you are. Awesome. Now, I was reading a little bit about the background of your business and the meaning of the word cow. Can you tell me a little bit about what it means?
So cow in my culture, it actually has a double meaning. It can also mean food or rice, which are really essential to us.
Yeah.
Rice is like the number one thing in our when we eat.
Of course.
So I thought that was really important, and so something that really emphasizes, well, what we do to emphasize things in my language is we say things 2 times.
Okay, so hence the cow.
Okay,
yeah, and does that mean that it's special or prominent?
It's just, I think it was kind of just a play on words for me.
Okay.
And I think that since rice and food is like what we're working towards and like is essential in our culture, and kind of just since we have to repeat, well, not have to, but we repeat words twice to emphasize things, I thought that would be a really cool name.
Yes.
And I think it was it's pretty easy to pronounce.
Yes,
so.
cow. And I think that it's nice that it's your own touch. It's a part of your own personal background and your culture that you're able to bring and share with all of the people who come to eat the food. Yes. So now, tell me a little bit about this bubble waffle, because I've seen it on Instagram, but it's always been on like the other side of the planet, and now it's right down the street at your food truck. So is there a special batter or a special iron that you're using to get these little puffy doughy pockets?
So it's essentially just like a regular waffle with a little bit more Asian-inspired flavors. Like we use custard powder and tapioca flour as well.
Yeah.
And then the iron is different, is which makes it like little bubbles.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what makes it a little bit more special. Yeah.
Right. And how long does it take to? Is it just like a quick press in the oven, a flash in the pan?
It takes about 4 minutes to make 1 waffle.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
so assembling one of these is, they're all made to order, and so you're ironing it, taking it out fresh and hot, ice cream right in there, so that's perfect because it probably is a nice warm waffle, scoop of cold ice cream, it starts to get a little bit melty. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't even, it just looks so good. Yeah. So what kind of ice cream are you using? And you're putting all of these amazing toppings on them. So what kind of things do you have?
So this one that we have right now is actually our limited edition flavor.
Okay.
This is our Very Roti.
Very Roti.
We use ice cream from Warwick Ice Cream.
Love Warwick Ice Cream, and it's always great to use local products and support those in the community with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is a coffee ice cream with chocolate wafers, Oreo crumble, and a hazelnut drizzle.
Hazelnut drizzle, so kind of like a Nutella almost, like drizzled right on top.
Right.
Oh my gosh, those flavors together must just be absolutely killer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. So.
Yeah.
And I think it suits the name very well. Very roti.
Yes, it is indeed very roti, because if we're known for something, it's got to be coffee milk. So we love it. Yes. I also heard that a lot of your menu items reflect a piece of your childhood or something connected to you. So what are some of those things? You don't have to tell me everything on the menu, but some of the things that are important to you that we can find on the menu.
So a bubble waffle, the bubble waffle actually I grew up eating. This grandma that works in Chinatown in Boston, she has migrated from place to place in Chinatown. And we followed her since I was 3 years old, wherever she's selling. Yeah. So that's where I got introduced to bubble waffles.
Okay.
So I grew up eating it whenever I went to Chinatown.
Oh, wow.
Which was almost every weekend.
Really? So you'd make a family trip, go to Chinatown, have a bubble waffle.
Yep.
So that's a big piece of your childhood.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Even
to this day, I'm just like, I have to go get grandma's bubble waffles.
So, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's how the bubble waffle became one of our first items.
That's awesome. I love the bubble waffle idea. But I've had a couple of your other flavors, and you have a great black raspberry, which is one of my favorite flavors of ice cream. You have a beautiful matcha, and you put strawberries, berries, like all things on top. So I love that you're getting creative with your toppings and not just, you know, we all love Jimmy's, and they're going to be a classic forever, but sometimes you want something a little bit fresh or crunchy and things like that. So you're able to get really creative.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was really important for us to add a lot of texture because I think ice cream and things like that can get really lost when you kind of chew, and it's nice to have a little pop of flavor once you're chewing and
absolutely
that all goodness in your mouth.
Yes, all that. I mean, I think that it's nice to have like a plain ice cream flavor like a coffee and then be able to add the toppings on top rather having them mixed into the ice cream. They're right on top. Yes. So this is so exciting that we have this in Providence. Where are you parked currently, or where can we find you?
We typically try to stay near Waterman Street, near College Hill.
Okay.
Thursday through Sunday. 6 to 9, typically.
Okay.
However, if we are booked for events, we'll be there instead. But I always post on my Instagram every week about my weekly schedule.
So where can we find you on Instagram so that we can always know where the bubble waffles are?
All of our social media handles are at KowKow Food, KOWKOW Food. And so we have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
So we can find you on all platforms, no excuses. You can always find out where you are.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, when exactly did you hit the streets?
September 2nd.
September 2nd.
About a month and a half ago.
And people have been going crazy for it.
I know. And it's been so surprising. I was honestly super humbled by it.
Yes.
And I was just going out there hoping for the best, and you guys
and you
showed
definitely went over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any idea of like roughly how many waffles you think you've made since you've opened?
So what we do for the first 1,000 orders that we sell, we're actually donating 1,000 canned goods also back to the Rhode Island Food Bank.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have some good give back to the community that goes along. So really, that's more incentive to have your waffle because you know you're able to give back with the sweet treat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So right now we have sold around roughly 600 orders.
Oh my God.
So
in just over a month.
Yeah.
That is highly impressive. And I'm happy for all those 600 people who got to enjoy your waffles.
Thank you.
Yes, awesome. And so you're going to be giving back canned goods to, did you say, the Rhode Island Food Bank?
Yeah.
That's awesome, just in time for the holidays. I'm sure that they greatly appreciate that, and it must just be a feel good on both ends.
Yeah,
yes.
Definitely.
Awesome. Now, what kind of events do you get involved with?
Well, today we're actually going to be at Proclamation Ale.
Okay.
At their last food truck night.
Okay.
And then next week we're actually going to be at the Providence Flea on Sunday.
Nice.
So we're doing things like that.
Cool. And will you be anywhere in the winter at any indoor like flea markets or farmers markets indoors at all, or are you going to be just in the truck?
We're going to be at, in December, we're going to be at the arcade right around the corner.
Awesome.
For their winter market.
Nice. That's always a good time.
So.
Yeah, right in downtown. That's nice that you can have the, on season, you're in the truck or outside, everyone's, summertime having fun, and you can come right up to the truck, but in the wintertime, you still have a spot. That's always really great.
Yeah.
Yes. So please, everyone, check out KowKow Food. You can try one of their delicious specialty bubble waffles. I don't know where else you'd be able to get this around here, so we're all very lucky to have you and very happy that you've joined the Providence food scene.
Thank you.
Right? But don't go anywhere because we have Chelsea coming up at 4. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.